The Consumer Goods Council of South Africa is a membership-based industry body representing the manufacturers and retailers in the supply chain of all the consumer packaged goods in South Africa. Once a year we have a summit where we invite all our members and also non-members to join us. This is where we share efficiencies on how to reduce cost in the supply chain, but we also talk about other issues that keeps our members awake at night, like anti-counterfeiting, development and training. There's so many issues at the moment in the supply chain that needs to be addressed, and this is exactly why we have a conference, is to have a non-competitive platform where we discuss all these issues.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and that officially kicks into gear the all-new rebranded Consumer Goods Council of South Africa's 2013 Summit. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start taking a look at real issues through real conversations and provide real solutions.
We have 4 panel members today who all represent the different phases of this consumer-business relationship.
And what it's really all about is bettering consumer care and service to our consumers in South Africa.
This conference is all about keeping it real. So we're looking at practical solutions. We're looking at key takeaways that the delegates can take back to their respective businesses and be able to apply in improving their businesses. So we are really looking forward to an extremely exciting and, of course, eventful and power-packed and jammed conference this year.
The Consumer Protection Act arose from the publication of a green paper which was called Driving Competitiveness, Consumer Confidence and Business Excellence.
It is important that we have a healthy consumer voice, a strong consumer movement in this country that will be able to make the demands of consumers, bring it to the fore, so that this can also drive down prices, it can increase competition, and that will stimulate for a better economy.
Both the Minister and I have recently and frequently professed our belief that without partnerships with key role players, we will not be able to break the back of crime.
The Consumer Goods Council of South Africa is a very important partner because through their banner, we are able to reach out to a lot of retailers in this country. They are also confronted by crimes within their trading areas. And in most instances, we rely on the organization that they have within their own stores to ensure that their internal retailing environment is policed through the security arrangements that they are having. So we work very closely with Consumer Goods Council of South Africa because we realize that they're a very important leverage in combating crime in the retail space.
We are all trying to change the face of retail, change the face of manufacturing, working with manufacturers in a better way. But I actually think we need to address the needs of society in a much greater way than we are.
What I was trying to share with the delegates here today is a different way of doing social responsibility. The fact that we can invest in enterprise development and help grow the economy.
I've always had this vision and this dream that one day I would like to own a supermarket, but not just a supermarket, a Pick n Pay.
I think an event like this, a summit like this, which the Consumer Goods Council so successfully put together, is to bring people of like-minded opinions into one forum. And together we can address the needs that are concerning us all. We live on a diverse community with the broadest spectrum of consumers, probably on the planet, and we all need to find ways to solve society's needs.
This is a place where you have key decision makers. And we believe that as a CETA, these are the people we should be talking to So this is an important sector. It's going to be an important sector for many years to come. And our role as a CETA is to make sure that we play our critical role of ensuring that the sector has a continuous pool of skilled individuals who can make sure that the sector survives.
That you can keep on telling the story and beating the drum, but it's only by proving the success of a different approach that people will convert.
We believe that we have a contribution to make towards the industry as a whole. Approximately half of our revenue comes from this industry, being the people that manufacture food products and beauty and healthcare products and pharmaceuticals that end up in retail shops. And all those people are members here, and we truly believe that we are not just somebody that are sitting in the background providing logistic services, but we're actually part of making a real difference to improve things. And whether that's through fighting crime or food labeling or wherever we can, actually make sure that this value chain ends up benefiting the consumers.
When we start to look at the black middle class, one of the concerns we had was that so many marketers were saying to us, you must understand something, it's very simple. When people from a particular ethnic or race group achieve middle class, they all behave the same. And they will justify it by showing you that the products which people buy, irrespective of whether they're black, white, green or pink, if they're all middle class, they are the same. And there's truth in that. But the difference in it is really quite simple, that actually the behavior, the issues which the black middle class have are entirely different from any other middle class. And so actually, as a marketer, you need to understand not just the numbers, you need to understand what goes on behind the numbers.
Because it's an opportunity for marketers to get away from the day-to-day running of their businesses, for retailers to get out of the shop, as it were, and actually get some an exposure to information, understanding, insights about the marketplace in a much broader context. Marketers and particularly retailers don't generally operate very strategically. They tend to respond to immediate events. And the reality is that actually they need to have that exposure which says, in 2, 3, 4 years' time, this is what's likely to happen, and you should be planning for that.
The issues that we're talking about today directly affect the South African economy, and in particular affect the consumers within that economy. And so the format of today's summit is about looking for opportunities for the industry to improve itself so that it may improve the delivery of consumer services to the consumer.
There's been a couple of things that one has taken out of the conference, and it's been quite successful so far for me.
It's been great so far. I think there was some great insights which we took out yesterday, and definitely new ways of thinking and new ways to take back of how we can step change the way we do things in business.
A lot of pointers that were made and enlightening. It was very good.
I think it's well prepared, and the speakers are very good as well. And also there's so much information that one is getting.
As always, we value input from our delegates, and we expect to welcome you all back in 2014 to an even bigger and better conference that will seek to address the needs of your members as well as the industry. Thank you.